Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to Shut It. We have a really great dumb news of the week. Pepperoni tossed at a New Jersey woman's home, car, and her car in bizarre vandalism case. As an Italian, it hurts the heart. That's what she says. Maybe they just wanted to meet their neighbor. That's the tagline. Meet, M-E-A-T. A New Jersey woman woke up Wednesday morning to find her home had been vandalized with pepperoni. I'm on camera, so I cannot say the words I exactly used, but what the F is this? She said, from the door to the edge of the porch, and then strategically placed down the stairs to the driveway, and 4 slices on the hood and 4 slices on the trunk of the car. Doherty, who has lived at her Manville home for 16 years, said her house had never been targeted by vandals before this week. That's right. Lunch meat. Throwing lunch meat at this. The world has gone mad, is what I'm saying. We're trying to figure out who goes around with 2 loaves of pepperoni in the middle of the night and cuts it up into slices and throws it on people's property, said Doherty. You have nothing better to do with your time, she wondered. Oh, and there are pictures. They're like thick slices. They use the knife to slice that. That's crazy. She reported the head scratching incident to the Mayville Police Department. Doherty said her biggest concern is that the greasy cured meat could ruin the paint on her car. A local auto shop worker confirmed her worries. That's going to be difficult. Ricardo Ludena of Gifford Auto Body, they interviewed him, the auto body shop guy. He told the paper that pepperoni can't damage car paint if it hasn't been there too long. Well, that's good news. But that it can damage it if it's sitting around, especially on a hot day. Good thing it is January. You know, God works in mysterious ways. Anthony Danello, owner of Manville Pizza, said that the pepperoni looks much larger than the kind of pizza shop uses for toppings. That's what I said. As an Italian, it hurts the heart, he quipped. So I was going to say Doherty doesn't really sound Italian, but Ricardo Ludena, he's Italian. And as an Italian, having a pepperoni on this lady's car hurt the heart because I guess it's Italian pepperoni. I don't know. It's not Portuguese. Could it be Spanish? Maybe Italians own the trademark to pepperoni? I don't think so. Doherty acknowledged that it is funny, but doesn't think that people should be trespassing and vandalizing properties. What do you guys think? Have you ever been vandalized? Have you ever had your car trashed? We used to soap cars. I didn't, but the kids in my neighborhood used to soap cars on Hallows Eve. They used to take a bar of, Dove soap and write dumb things like "Go Eagles" on the windshields of the cars in our neighborhood. And some of them got a warning from the police. Sometimes people would take a toilet paper and wrap the whole house in toilet paper on Hallows Eve. But not pepperoni. I've never heard of lunch meat being thrown at somebody's car. I'm going to say that the person who did this, whoever threw the pepperoni, there's probably more than one. And I'm going to just venture that there was some marijuana involved. I'm going to say it. And I'm going to say they're probably between the ages of 14 and 18. And I'm going to say that they thought this was hilarious. At the time, they were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? I'm so high. I don't know. Let's go into the kitchen and eat something. This pepperoni is delicious. Let's cut it into thick slices. Yeah, let's walk. I need some fresh air. Oh, you know what we should do? What? You see that lady? She's, I don't know. I don't like her. I get bad vibes. Let's trash her car. With this pepperoni? Okay. And they just were like, yeah. And they threw pepperoni. But not like violently. They were just like, this is so funny because they were high and they would snibble it and then they would just throw it. That's my guess. If I was a police officer in New Jersey, I would go around the neighborhood, knock on doors and be like, hey, Do you have a teenage son or daughter? I'm gonna say it's probably a dude. Yeah, actually, I do. All right, let's get Timmy over here into a precinct. I want to talk to him alone. And then talk, you go in slowly. You go, hey, Timmy, so what grade are you in? I'm in I'm a senior. Oh, you going to college? Yeah, I've been looking at some local colleges. Okay. I just wanted to ask, if you were to go to college, and you were going to make a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you make? Pepperoni? Yeah, how did you know? All right, you're arrested. If life were that simple. If life were like a Scooby-Doo cartoon. But it's not. And the world is a terrible place, but this is fun news. What would you guys do if you woke up and, like, in my neighborhood, I don't think people would throw pepperoni. I think they would throw, what's the meat of choice in this neighborhood? I'm going to say saucisson, but that wouldn't really stick because it's sort of cured ham, sausage. What would the other? Or pate. They would throw pate, or they would throw, I don't know, crepes. That would be hilarious. It's very French, very European, throwing thin crepes, and that would stick. And that would probably ruin the paint of the car. And little French kids, teenagers, would laugh at that. Anyway, how you doing, you guys? It's been a long week, I have to say. I am on my third cup of coffee. I have shows coming up this Thursday in Geneva. It's going to be my hour. I'm going to do my hour this week. Yeah. It's going to be fun. I have a lot to talk about. I'm probably not going to talk about the New York Post article about pepperoni being slapped onto a car in New Jersey, just because I don't know. Like, my crowd is very international, and I don't think they're that nuanced. I don't think they would get the joke that the auto body shop guy, felt insulted as an Italian, because a lot of the people in my audience are Italian, and they're not going to be insulted by that. I'm just saying. I accidentally had an affair with my best friend's husband. Here's what happened when I was confronted. You accidentally? All right. Honey Brooks said she was left stunned when the man's real identity was uncovered. If she's your best friend, hold up. I got to read this. This is nuts. And okay, they're Australian. They're not the brightest people. I'm just saying. Do you know any Australians? They're kind of dumb. I'm sorry I said that. I apologize to any of my Australian fan base. Like and subscribe. Please, I'll make it up to you, Australia. Okay, let's finish this article. An Australian woman who made global headlines for claiming she inadvertently had an affair with her best friend's husband now says the philandering man is trying to shift the blame onto her. Okay? Honey Brooks, that's her name, Honey. Honey Brooks went viral on Instagram earlier this month after revealing her gal pal's spouse secretly subscribed to her OnlyFans site before spending 3 months exchanging sexy messages with her under a pseudonym. Okay. The content creator claimed she had no idea of the man's identity, but now begs to differ. In a follow-up video posted on Thursday, Brooks further dished out domestic drama, saying that the man has accused her of being a liar in an apparent bid to save his marriage. What a dummy. The husband starts blaming me, saying that I knew it was him, that I was going along with it all along, Brooks stated in the clip. In a separate video, Brooks claimed that the husband had even gone one step further. Not only did he tell his wife that Brooks was a knowing participant in their saucy cyber exchanges, he claimed that she wanted to be with him in real life too. Oh, okay. The online entertainer said she was preparing to sit down with her best friend and the straying husband to clear the air and defend her name. Brooks claimed her best friend was really understanding at the start, but believes her attitude may have shifted after the husband insisted Brooks was a willing participant. I don't know what the F is going to go down, Brooks ominously told her followers. Oh, she's telling this to her followers. The content creator admitted she had also been inundated with messages from followers who also did not believe she had no idea who was exchanging X-rated messages with her best friend's fella. Okay. However, the Aussie insisted she was innocent and would never betray her gal pal. Okay. Here's pictures of her drinking wine in her car. In her original original video posting about the awkward situation, Brooks similarly insisted upon her innocence. I have no idea who they are, Brooks said of her subscribers. They can sign up under, okay, so this is because she was an OnlyFans content provider. So this, I guess her best friend's husband, let's call him Dirtball Donnie, he was sending messages because he's like, oh, wait a minute, that's Brooks, or Honey, rather. That's Honey, my wife's best friend. Let me do some exchanging with her. So then she goes on to say that the husband paid for an expensive personalized girlfriend experience. Okay, that's an option where he could send her direct messages and tune into her live videos. The model claimed that she could not see his face during the racy video performances. Now, I'm thinking to myself, this is her talking, Honey. I'm thinking to myself, have I unknowingly had an affair with one of my best friend's husbands? She asked herself. I feel gutted. I feel gutted that he's done that to her, that he's done that to me. The infidelity revelation is not the first time Brooks has made news. Okay, she made news another time. Let's see when. She previously hit headlines for discussing her own unconventional marriage. Last month, the beauty garnered backlash after revealing she shared her husband with 16 other women in 2023. Okay, this is a crazy bitch. All right, I don't know if this is, I think she just wants some attention. Who's sharing that information? That's kind of nuts. She says it showed the strength of their bond together, that she shared her husband with 16 other women. All right, I got to click on. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to click on that article because that's a nutty thing to share. That's a lot of people. He must be exhausted. That sounds nuts. 16 other women? Okay. I shared my husband. This is a whole other article in the New York Post. I shared my husband with 16 women this year. I'm always on the prowl. Okay, so she knew about this was her best friend's husband, because if she's going to be like that, I'm going to guess she doesn't have really too many boundaries, let's say, for lack of a more harsher word. Yeah. Okay. Honey Brooks made the X-rated confession in an Instagram. I think she just likes to post crazy stuff on Instagram and get likes. I think this is somebody who maybe wasn't shown enough attention as a child. So I think this is probably somebody who was like, oh my God, look at me. I'm jumping off the swing. Oh, you're not looking. Oh, look, I just did a dance. Oh, you're not looking. Okay. And this is what happens if you don't pay attention to your children. They go to Instagram and share intimate details about how she shares her husband with 16 other women. All right. Here's what she said. She says, I've shared my husband with 16 people so far this year. She proclaimed about her threesome experiences at the outset of her controversial club. If you told me 12 months ago that I was going to be sharing my husband with multiple women, I wouldn't believe it. Brooks further proclaimed, saying the decision to open her marriage was relatively recent. The blonde beauty didn't disclose how long she had been married, but revealed that she always joined her husband in the bedroom with the other women. Okay, this is so bizarre to me. I don't even understand it. The funny thing about it is that I'm the one who's obsessed, she stated. My husband always thinks it's cool or whatever, but I'm always thinking of of who else they can share. All right, well, I don't know if this is my audience, but I'm going to put it out there. If you guys do that, how do you sleep at night without going, these sheets kind of stink? Oh, I know why. Because it was that Tracy lady last week. And then before that, it was Barbara and then Nancy and then Susan. That's why they say, what do? You must have a lot of laundry on your hands. A lot. Like, I don't even understand it. It doesn't even make sense. Anyway, what do you guys think? Put your... I've
shared my husband with 16 people so far this year. I actually think I'm obsessed. I actually think I can't get enough. That's how obsessed I am. If you told me 12 months ago that I was going to be sharing my husband with multiple women, I would have been like, no, that's a lie. So apparently it's not, and apparently it's a new thing that I just can't get enough of. And the funny thing about it is I am the one that is obsessed. Like, my husband's like, yeah, cool, like, whatever. I'm like, no, this is a good idea. Like, we should go do this. We should go do this. Oh, I've met her. We should go do her. And he just comes along for the ride, and I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure I enjoy the girls more than what he does. I mean, he's the bonus, but I definitely enjoy it a lot more. And the cool thing is, what we do for work, we obviously film it. Not all of them. We've had ones that we haven't filmed because it's just been us in our element. But we've filmed most of them, which is really cool because we get to share that. And I get to watch it back over and over and over, which is really cool.
Okay.
I still feel like that I'm always on the prowl for the next person.
Okay.
And now I'm kind of wondering, like...
Okay. Did you hear that? Yeah. She loves it. She's more obsessed than her husband. And we share it. She posts it online. She's profiting off of these dummies who are like, oh, come in our bedroom. We're Australian. We're just simple folk. And then post it online. That's called a felony. That's called entrapment. That's called, violation of, liability. I don't know. It's something. It's called something. I'm not a lawyer. Look it up. But here's the thing. That's called you're a dirtbag. How about that? It's so much fun. I like to do that, and then I put it online, and we share it, and we profit off of it. Do the girls know they're being filmed and being profited? No, they don't. Of course they don't. Of course they don't. You're a dirtbag. You're a dirtbag. And you did know about your best friend's husband, because if you do that, you're a dirtbag. For sure. 100%. Look, whatever you do in your room is you, boo. But when you're filming it and you're showing it to people for profit without telling the people who are being filmed, I don't know. I think you should be in jail with the person who trashed the car with Pepperoni. I think you should get more time than the Pepperoni basher. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, let's just get into the comments. I got to hurry up. Let's get into it. Libby Klon says, skanky to the core and no morals. And lets you cheat. The perfect wife. All right. S. Keith says, I predict she will soon come to the untimely demise. Social media influencer is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. They either themselves for incongruity between the life they portray online and the one they live, or they fall off a cliff filming a scene from it. Okay. Alice Berg says, the New York Post has to stop believing everything they see on social media. And Chris Undefined says, I agree. I thought the same thing. And Mike says, nothing is free. Have fun today and pay the consequences tomorrow. All right. And then Dilibs says, her parents must be proud. Maybe they are proud. We don't know. Sal Magundi says, titillating proclamation to get publicity and more followers on her platform. This is essentially PR in the social media space. It doesn't have to be true to achieve that goal. Okay. Just provocative enough to get more men to follow. And then somebody else writes, or his name is, or a girl, I don't know if it's a boy or girl. EFOL 170 says, in all caps, mental illness comes in many different forms. This is true. And then Bird 67 says, okay, guys, going to call my wife and ask what she thinks about us doing this. I mean, we've been together for 32 years. What could go wrong? Here I go. That's hilarious. Bird 67. And then Dear Jay says, when people ask you how long you've been married, your answer will be about 6 more weeks. And then Kevin Smith says, Kevin Smith always, every week, he's always saying something. Bird 67 has traded his bird wings for angel wings. Okay, that's funny. And then Orange Popsicle says, these people are broken beyond belief. Okay. Frank Desty says, as a fortune teller, Harry would say, I see STDs in the near future. There you have it. All right, you guys, what do you think? What do you think? Just let me know your comments if you have any thoughts on this. I think if I did that, I don't know. I don't think I could live with myself, to be honest. But some people, they don't care. They're just like, oh my God, I want to make money, and this is the way to do it. Or maybe she's lying. A lot of people on these comments think she's lying just for attention. But I'm just going to say, to wrap it up, because I'm making this a short one this week, because I have a lot to do. I have a lot going on today. I have to go buy a faucet. That's right, because my faucet is leaking, and I've got a lot of errands to do. I got a lot of laundry. I have to walk the dog. I have so many things. But I'm just going to wrap it up with this one thing. If there's anything that we learned, we learned two things. We learned, if this is on your algorithm, like and subscribe. No, what we really learned is this. Yes, you should like and subscribe. But if we learned anything, is if you're a parent or future parents out there, seriously, pay attention to your child. Look at them on the swing set. Look at them on whatever, their musical or TikToks. Look at their, pay attention. Take them out to the park. Push them on the swing. Say, good job, even if it's just a dumb thing that they're doing. Because I'm telling you, this could happen. That's all I'm saying. This is like a reality. Just pay attention.